Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information, including Super Duty information. We are covering the different trim levels of what's available for the 26 model year. So order banks are open up right now for the 26 Super Duty, and you can go to your local dealer to order those. And so hopefully these videos do help you out, let you know what's standard, what's optional. We're going to cover the packages that are optional and some of the optional equipment as well. And it's going to be a very extensive video. We're going to use timestamps down below for this, several timestamps for the different exterior or the standard equipment, as well as the package, all the different packages, and even the standalone options and everything. So please use those timestamps to move around. Use it as a resource to you, because you can go in now to your local dealer and you could order right now. By the way, if you like videos like this or any of our Super Duty videos, then you probably like our channel. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. But if you do want to order from us, we are taking orders. We're doing, as a YouTube special, invoice pricing on Super Duty. Also $1,000 off if you finance with us. So that's all going to be included. And we do ask for a deposit. We're out straight up forward with that. And that's because if that thing gets scheduled for production date, it's going to be built to your specifications, and not always the easiest to sell for us. And so we are doing to do that. Now, if you also it's talking about that, if you order with us, but it hasn't scheduled yet and you cancel your order, we'll give you a refund back or your deposit back. So just so you know that. And we are one of the top Super Duty dealers in the country, so we don't have an issue getting allocations or getting those orders scheduled for production dates. So anyway, so there we go. All right, so we are going to dive in here and cover this. And again, use those timestamps to move around in this video. We're going to talk about this now. One of the things, I just got done with the King Ranch video, so a little embarrassing that I didn't reset this for us. But if we go in here, you'll notice on the Super Duty, if you watch the other videos, you'll notice that too, that we don't see anything on the 26 model year. So there are going to be some dealers that don't think you can order because the build and price isn't on the website yet. It's going to be August 12th before this is going to be available on the website. Not sure why they're waiting. Maybe their IT just couldn't get it in there all ready, because there's a lot of configurations in here, but it is not available yet. Now we're going to have it on our website, a build and price with different prices. So when you put these things on there, what's compatible, then you can price it out correctly for going into your dealer and order it. So feel free to use that when it's ready. It's not up and running yet. But we'll have it up a lot long before, and then probably before June, we'll have it on our website. But we are going to use their website though for now, because they did not refresh or change the design of the vehicle for this year. So there are some differences and changes, some different packages available, and some different options that weren't available before. So we're going to we'll go through this and go and kind of go through this together here for us. Now, put my glasses on. For body style, for the body style and wheelbases, for the Platinum Edition here, it is going to be available for the F250 and F350 single rear wheel, available in crew cab 4x4 only, but available in two different bed sizes, either a 8-foot bed or a 6 3/4 bed. Now on the dualies, of course, only available an 8-foot bed for those. Now, let's talk about engines and everything here available. Actually, let me click into this first. This helps us get us to the Platinum here. Now, I'm not going to cover pricing and how that's changed. I'm sure it went up a little bit. I know the engine prices did go up, but let's talk about what's standard equipment. So the standard engine for your F250s and F350s is going to be the 7.3 liter gas engine right here. So now, depending on if you're 250 or 350, it'll be what transmission you get. So you're going to get the Torque Shift G 10-speed automatic transmission with your F250s, unless you order the Tremor package. Then you'll get the 10-speed automatic. We like to say the diesel transmission. So that's the difference there. So now your the F350s and your F450s will get that 10-speed automatic. F450s will come standard with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine that you're seeing right there. So that's how that's gonna be. Now, standard equipment, we'll get into options. We'll get to optional equipment. There's a timestamp for that. We'll get into that as we go along. So now the drive modes, we have a normal, an eco, a slippery, a tow haul, and we have an off-road mode. So just so you're aware of that. And then an electronic shift on the fly, we also included in these. And then also for your Power Stroke diesel engine, you'll get the operator commanded regeneration. We also will get, for all the vehicle, all the Super Duties, stationary and elevated engine or idle control, I should say. And then, so basically that allows you that if what will happen is that engine will idle and get louder, and you can control that by pressing the brake. So we've noticed that when we do our pictures. Power steering on that as well, steering dampener as well, and then it'll come standard with a 410 amp dual alternators as well, and also dual batteries as well for you. And then for the axle, the F250s and 350s, we'll get a mono beam front axle with coil spring suspension, narrow track. F450s will be that wider track. And then the F250s and 350s, non-limit slip gear ratio. And then for the F450s, the only gear ratio available with that will be a 430 limited slip gear ratio. So we'll go over gear ratios as optional equipment because there are some options if you want some electronic locking and everything else like that. We'll get into that a little bit later when we get to optional equipment. Heavy-duty gas, shock absorbers, front stabilizer bar, and it gets hill start assist as well. Now, for safety features, we have a driver and passenger front airbags. We also have advanced track with roll stability control to help keep you on your intended path. We do have traction control as well. And we do have, for the dual rear wheel, we'll have an engine-only traction control too. And then the safety canopy, airbags with the side curtain airbags, that's going to help protect you if you have a rollover situation. Latch system that lower anchors and tethers for children to help you anchor in those car seats into those back seats. And then we do have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. That includes a forward collision warning that warns you if you're getting too close to anybody in front of you and you would hit them. You get dynamic brake support, preloads those brakes so that when you hit them, you'll brake faster, and pedestrian detection as well when you're going under, I think, 20 miles an hour. We do have post-collision braking as well. That's going to brake the vehicle. If you maybe are unconscious and can't put it in park, then it'll take care of that. Intersection assist, if you're coming across that intersection, not paying attention, it'll brake the vehicle. So hopefully avoid that intersection collision. Lane keeping system that includes lane keeping alert, lane keeping aid, and driver alert. So the driver alert is going to alert you if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often. Now, these are all things you can activate or deactivate in your settings. Lane keeping alert is going to alert you if you leave your lane, vibrates the steering wheel, and the aid system will help try to keep you in your lane. Security lock, passive and theft system as well. So that means only the coded key can start the vehicle. And we also do have the SOS post-crash alert system, the honks, the horns, flash the lights in an accident. And we get the forward security package as well, included for 1 year with an activation. You have to activate that. And that allows to help if your vehicle gets stolen, to be able to locate your vehicle and let the police know. Also allows you to be able to lock your vehicle out completely if you're going to be like on vacation or something, to where even somebody with a key won't be able to start it. And you can do that and activate that through your FordPass app, which is pretty cool. So it's a pretty cool system. We see that in a lot of our trucks, especially those that have, the business owners with trucks in their fleet, right? So, all right, let's talk about the exterior now. Again, not a refresh or redesign for this year. We do have a unique painted agate black grille up here. So I like to say this year, in the past years, we had, had a platinum, we had a limited, right? And the platinums came with the black appearance package. I like to say this is your black, the standard equipment is your black appearance package look. So that's what you're going to see here with the black grille, with the chrome, with the satin finish inserts through there. We do have for the front bumpers body colored on these. We also do get front parking sensors that alert you as you get closer to different things up there. We do have daytime running lights, LED projector headlights. This is the only trim level we see the projector headlights. And we do also have the auto lamp that come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, LED fog lights, auto high beams. They'll come on if you're, if it's dark enough outside. If you're in the city lights or someone approaches you, it'll shut them off. That is something you can activate and deactivate. Front tow hooks, 2 of them up here that are black. Rain sensing wipers. So if you have this set up and turned on in your settings, then when it starts to rain, it'll start wiping as long as you have your wiper in an intermittent setting. Now, all your dual rear wheel, so whether it be a F350 dually or F450, will come with LED roof marker or clearance lamps. They'll be up on the roof up there. That is a standalone option for a single rear wheel. We'll get into that when we get to options. For your wheels, your F250 and F350 single rear wheel will get a 20-inch bright machine in ebony black low gloss painted wheel. That's this wheel here. It'll come with a LT 275/65 R20E black sidewall all-terrain tire. F350 dual rear wheel will come with a 17-inch forged polished aluminum wheel with a bright hub cover and center ornament, and come with an LT 245/75 R17E black sidewall all season tire. F450s will come with a 19.5-inch forged polished aluminum wheel with the bright hub covers and center ornaments, and it'll come with the 225/70 R19.5G black sidewall traction tire. Also, we're going to get manual locking hubs for this as well. You're going to see that right there. So, individual tire pressure monitor system for every configuration, F250, 350, as well as F450. Four-wheel disc analog brake system. We have splash guards with mud flaps for the front on your F450s only. And then fender vent over here. I'm going to have that platinum on there. It'll be black as well for that. And then we do have for the mirrors, power scope, telescoping, power folding with auto fold feature, trailer tow mirror with power heated glass, turn signal indicator on the outside. We have memory for the mirror, and we have driver, the high intensity, I should say, LED security approach lamp that's going to light the ground beside the vehicle. And we do have utility lighting system, fancy word for saying it's the LED side mirror spotlights. And then also the black skull caps, mirror caps on the top that are painted. So there you go. And the mirrors will have the blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it puts a light in the corner of the mirror and lets you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. And as you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you and you would hit them. It alerts you and lets you know that as well. Now, also, it will have trailer coverage for conventional trailers for the blind spot of those trailers. So anyway, all right. And then we do have the door handles will be body colored as well. And then intelligent access with push button start. So that key fob in your pocket, just put your hands on the door handle and unlock it, letting it in and out and start the vehicle without having to get the keys out of your pocket. You do have remote keyless entry, so you can unlock and lock it when you want to, in close enough proximity, and also remote start system, also close enough proximity. This in here does say lower two-tone oh wait, okay, never mind. I carried that over from the wrong vehicle. Hold on a second. Mark that out for future videos. So there you go. We do have power deployable running boards, front splash guards on your F350 dually as well for that. And then your fuel tanks for your 6 3/4-inch beds. You're going to get a 34-gallon tank, whether it be gas or diesel. And on your long wheelbase, that 8-foot bed, you're going to get a 48-gallon fuel tank for that. The box side steps. So you're going to have that here as well as on your bumpers back there. And then you also get the 4x4 decal on the side. And then wheel well liners in the rear for your single rear wheel, F250s and 350 single. And then center high mounted stoplight that's LED up here on the top. Power sliding rear window with rear defrost and privacy glass on these side windows too, right there. And then we do have tailgate applique that's black back here and body colored up on the handle up there. It is a power tailgate, so power down and power up. And we do have the tailgate step as well with the step and the handle in there. It comes out of the top of the tailgate. And then we do have rear view camera, reverse sensing, as well as reverse brake assist. So you can be able to see as you're backing up, get alert if you get too close. And then if you don't pay attention to those alerts, it'll brake the vehicle so you don't hit anybody or hit anything. Tailgates, the LED lights back here. So the tail lights are LED as well as your backup lights are LED. So that is the only, like, people have asked for that. They wanted the LED tail lights for the King Ranch, and it doesn't come with it. Only the Platinum does. And then we do have the bumpers are going to be body colored as well back there. And then we do have the exhaust tip will be chrome, so we won't see that in any of the other trim levels. And your hitch, 2.5-inch built Ford Tough hitch receiver, unless you have an F450 or an F350 dually with a high output diesel. F450 doesn't have to. All F450s, when it comes to the F350 dualies, it'll have to have the high output, and it'll get the 3-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver. So also trailer tow package gives you the 7-pin, 4-pin wiring connectors, and you get trailer sway control, trailer brake controller with the smart hitch, trailer tow connector, Pro Trailer Backup Assist and Hitch Assist. Uses that dial to be able to back up to a trailer or to back up a trailer, which is kind of cool. Trailer reverse guidance as well, so you can see right down the side of that truck and the side of your trailer. And then we have a spare tire, wheel, and carrier that's up underneath. There we don't have a lock on this, so standard equipment, but there is an option for it if you want to add it for less than $100. For the jack, 3-ton mechanical jack for F250s and F350 single rear wheel, and 4-ton hydraulic jack for your dualies. And then you do have LED box lighting that's inside, so it lights up the bed, and then inside the box basically, and then tie down plates on the side. There's going to be 4 of those in there, and standard equipment on the Platinum is going to be the onboard scales and smart hitch. So that's going to be standard equipment on the Platinum here. Now, let's talk about the interior here. So let's go through these. All right, for the interior here, we do have carpeted flooring for you with full carpet in there, and should have some carpeted mats as well. We do also have scuff plates with the Platinum inserts in those. And then we do also have the door trim, soft arm, rests, grab handles. We have unique applique upper and lower mat pockets, and we do have reflectors on those doors. Silver accent with the chrome ring on the AC vents, and you'll notice the dash also across there. Looks pretty cool. Ambient lighting is a fixed color. I think it's ice blue as well. And then you'll notice those seats there. Pretty nice Platinum little badging on those seats. They are a leather Platinum, just a unique Platinum leather seating material. Console, bucket seats with the console there with the Platinum badging on there. 8-way power driver and passenger seat. Actually, it should be multi-contoured seat. So let me I need to fix that. So my multi-contoured seat there for you. Easy entry and exit seat with the memory. So that means it's going to bring that seat back so you can get in and out easier. The memory will include your seat and the mirrors, also the pedals and the steering wheel. Heated and ventilated seating for the driver and front passenger. Manual lumbar for the driver's seat. 4-way head restraint for these, so they'll go up and down and forward and back for you. And in the back seat is a leather 60/40 split bench seat. It'll fold, not only will the seat cushions fold up, but the seat backs will come down. You have an armrest in the middle that comes down. The head restraint will go up in the middle. And then you have under seat storage, you can see under there as well. So, which I didn't mention that on the others. And in fact, it's not mentioned in here at all, but they are included, I noticed, in a lot of the trim levels. I don't know what trim level it starts with, but I know they're on the Platinum and King Ranch, and I believe even the Lariat trim. But there you go. And then we do have, let's see, mat pockets as well for the rear seats, and heated seats in the rear as well. So didn't mention that on the King Ranch. I didn't notice it, but it is notice it on the Platinum. So I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at my notes and see if it's available on the King Ranch, but not on. It is available on the Platinum for sure. Power equipment group, that means your power windows and locks, and that's going to give you the power tailgate lock as well, auto lock and auto unlock feature. And then for your mirrors, it's going to give you the power switches there. So the front window is going to be one touch. So just hard press it down and let go, and it'll roll it down. Pull up, feel it, that click, and then let go, and it'll roll it up as well. So we do have the 12-inch LCD productivity screen here. It gives you all your different applications and everything that you need through there. Heads-up display as well in here, so you can see your navigation and different things there. We do have memory, power adjustable pedals. The electronic can go forward and back. And then steering wheel also is a leather-wrapped heated steering wheel with power tilt and telescoping electronic. It go up and down, forward and back. With memory too. Cruise control on the steering wheel. It's going to be adaptive cruise with lane centering, stop and go, predictive speed assist. So what that means is if you're going slower than somebody in front of you, it'll slow you down. You don't have to hit your brake and go their speed. And you can, when you pass them, it'll resume and go back up to your speed. So even bring it to complete stop. If it lets you, it'll bring it to complete stop. Don't have to press your brake. If they start going, just hit your resume button and it'll resume. Follow them safely until you can go to your speed. Predictive speed assist. That uses that word for covering two different things. One of them is if you're going into that curve and you can't handle that speed, it'll slow down so it can handle the curve without you having to keep you in the center of your lane and everything. And then also the speed signs, so it'll adjust for those speed signs when they change speeds. And then I don't know if I mentioned that lane centering keeps you in the center of your lane. So pretty cool. I love the adaptive cruise control. Dual zone climate control, so the driver and passenger can have two different temperatures. We have B&O Unleashed sound system with 14 speakers, including subwoofer and HD radio. Also get Sirius XM with the 360L for 3 months free. Then you can sign up for that, and I'll tell you how you can get it for longer as a standalone option now for this year. Sync 4 system with a 12-inch screen with information on demand. You can see the navigation here and the radio there. You can actually swipe that over across there and it'll switch places. So that's what the information on demand means. 911 assist, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto that's wireless, digital owner's manual as well, and conversational voice commands, which means you can tell it to do different things. And you can also use, like, you can set up keywords like OK Ford pass, and it starts to listen, and so that you can then control the climate, navigation, everything through those voice commands without having to press the button on the steering wheel. Overhead console gives you the sunglass and bin, storage bin. They say storage bin, sunglasses and all that. Map lights as well. We do also get the rear view. The mirror is an auto dimming rear view mirror, so it automatically adjusts and everything. You don't have to pull a lever. And then up here, we do have garage door openers for 3 different garage doors as well up there. And then we do have visors. They are cloth covered. We do have illuminated vanity mirrors on both the driver and passenger up there for them. We do have down in here, we do have outlets, or we have PowerPoint in there, and one in the console, I believe. An outlet up here, as well as outlet behind the console too, for you. And then if you slide that bin open, you have a wireless charging pad in there as well. So that's pretty cool. And then 5G modem as well. And then for this year, we have the Ford connectivity package. 1 year is included. We did see this in the Expedition for 25 model year. Have it on mine. And also we have it on the 25 Mach-E. Now it's going to be on the 26 Super Duty. I think it's going to roll out to most of the vehicles. That gives you the unlimited Wi-Fi hotspot. So basically your vehicle becomes a hub for devices. So up to 10 different devices can connect up to your vehicle. Tablets, phones, all that kind of stuff for the kids. Connected navigation is also part of that, included in that. And then you get audio video streaming. So if you like have Spotify and something like that, like I can connect my Spotify in through that without having to use my Android Auto, which is really cool. A voice assistant and entertainment. And also Ford Pass app is free app. Doesn't cost you anything to pay for that. It's remote start the vehicle from anywhere. You can schedule remote start times, unlock it. You can locate your vehicle, check the status, like the fuel that you have in the vehicle, the tire pressure on your tires, and everything else like that. All right, so that's all the things that are standard equipment. Plus, there's a couple packages that are standard equipment. As you can see, they're highlighted here. One of them for your F-250s is the greater than 10K GVWR package. So that'll be included. And then also 360-degree camera is standard equipment too. So that's going to give you the 360-degree camera. So camera under each mirror, front, back, one on behind the cab, so that we can see and back up those fifth wheel and goosenecks right in by yourself. We do have, so you have that center high mounted stoplight camera. Also, it's capability for the putting a camera on your trailer. We'll talk about that when we get to optional equipment, but that gives you the way you can see completely around the vehicle. And even like this here, where you can see while you're driving on the road for that little, that mirror there. So pretty cool and how that works. And that's included as standard equipment. Now let's talk about colors. So there are some discontinued colors for this year. Not everybody's happy about. And there are some new colors that I don't know if everybody's happy about. Anyway, let's get into this. Discontinued colors for this year. Antimatter blue is no longer available this year. So that has been discontinued. Also darkened bronze, which is up here. Darkened bronze. Those two colors are no longer available for this year. So those are discontinued colors. Now let's talk about, because some of these colors do require the Platinum Plus package. So we'll kind of go through these together. I think it's actually like only 1 or 2 colors. But first of all, let's talk about the agate black, which is that one up here. No, that's this one here. So agate black or agate black, however you want to say it, that is available in both the Platinum and with the Platinum Plus package. So that's available, no cost for that. New color for this year is Argon Blue. We don't know what that color looks like. That is available in Platinum and Platinum Plus. Avalanche, I think it's this one here. It's an off-white color and looks really beautiful in person. And that is a no-cost color available in both the Platinum and Platinum Plus. Glacier Gray does cost $9.95. It's a tri-coat paint, beautiful color. We've been using it so far in the videos here. And that one there is available with as a Platinum or Platinum Plus. Carbonized Gray is a no-cost color. So that one there is available for you, again, in Platinum or Platinum Plus. And then we do have the Ruby Red Tinted Clear Coat. It's a clear coat, so it's $4.95 extra for this. And that, again, is available in Platinum or with the Platinum Plus. And then we have Star White Tri-Coat, $9.95 for that one, 3 coats of paint for that. And that is, again, available in Platinum or Platinum Plus. And then one color that is available only in the Platinum Plus, and that is Marsh Gray. And if you're wanting to know what that looks like, check out the F-150 for 25 model year because it is on that. So there you go. And then for interior colors, I think there's only one option, and that is a smoked truffle interior. So there you go. So this is your color of interior here that you get. So actually it's showing, hold on a second. Nope, I take that back. So it's black onyx. I'm sorry, black onyx with the platinum blue accents in here. And that's what you're going to see as your standard platinum. Now, when we get to the Platinum Plus, we'll talk about the other interior, which is the smoked truffle, is what you'll get with the Platinum Plus. And again, we'll get into that when we get into that package, but it looks beautiful. But yes, so we'll keep that for now. But there you go. That's your colors. Now, let's talk about these different packages available. We'll talk about the 2 standard packages, but let's talk about these other packages. Now let's talk about the Platinum Plus package. Just like last year, this package is $6,500 this year as well, and is optional on the Platinum trim. This is basically, I like to say, this is your Platinum or your limited trim, basically. So it's going to have you that look. Now this does, as it mentions there, does require the 6.7 liter high output Power Stroke diesel engine with this package. And because of that, this package will take longer for it to get scheduled. I'm going to just put that right out there. If you're wanting this, it will take longer because not only the Platinum Plus is being produced at a smaller rate, so is the high output diesel engine. Now, this package will include a lot of features, including some Platinum Plus experience features. So let's go through these. First of all, the grill, as you can see there, the Platinum will normally come with a black grill. So this is going to get you that unique satin finish with the chrome inserts, the bright chrome inserts on the grill. So that really dresses that up. Your door handles are going to be a satin chrome finish for those. And your tailgate applique will be satin chrome as well. So that's a back tailgate applique. So on standard on the Platinum is a black tailgate. This gives you that satin chrome look. Also, you're going to get that 20-inch bright machine and carbonized gray high gloss painted aluminum wheel. So that's going to be an upgraded wheel for you there. Now, also on the inside, a lot of upgrades on the inside. You're getting a unique smoked truffle interior environment. So premium Venetian leather seats with the French stitching and upgraded perforated seats. Also getting that premium suede wrapped front pillars in there as well. And the premium Venetian leather with applied French stitching door trim panel as well. So that's all going to be the same for this year. And premium interior leather interior grab handles as well. So one of the things that they did upgrade and change for this year, looks like, is I think last year they mentioned that some of the stuff was just on the A pillar, whereas this year it's mentioning actually that it's on both. So, or maybe, you know, it does look right. So they must updated from the first order guide that came out last year. So we do also have the upgraded floor mat accents matching the premium interior theme. And you do get the unique split center console armrest with the premium wood insert, along with Venetian leather wrapped armrest lid and accent French stitch, the French seam there. The instrument panel topper is going to be premium leather with upgraded micro welt application. The steering wheel will be unique smoked truffle premium luxury leather wrapped steering wheel, illuminated scuff plates. We also have Max Recline 10-way power adjustable driver and 8-way power adjustable passenger seat. We also get the Pro Power on board, 2 kilowatt. So that's an option. You're going to get that included. Upfitter switches, 6 of those. Also one of those that you normally get as a standalone option included here. And then your twin panel moonroof as well. that is power, that is all going to be included, as well as these Platinum Plus experiences. So you're going to get a premium maintenance plan, covers you up to 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first, covers the routine inspections, preventative care, and replacement of normal wear and tear items that require periodic attention. That's going to be all covered. You need the elite welcome call. So they're going to give you a call and welcome you to the program. You're going to get a welcome package and a tribute item. So they're going to give you some nice gift. Accessory discount. This is a 90-day window. So when you first get it, you're going to get a discount on your accessories. So you might not want to get them when you get the vehicle, but they should be able to work something out there so you get it at the time if you want to put it on your vehicle at the time of delivery. Ford Pass Rewards tier upgrade as well, and then one-to-one texting with a Ford truck expert. So if you have questions, salesperson doesn't know, then you should have a truck expert that should be able to help you, that you can text them whenever you need to. So there you go. So that's all included for this year. And it's all the same as last year. So I went through the notes. It's all the same package for this year as it was for last year. Now let's talk about the FX4 Off-Road Package. This package is $550 this year as well as it was last year and is available on all your 4x4 pickups. And again, requires 4x4. Also requires the all-terrain tires for your F250s and F350s. And on your F450s requires that 225/70R 19.5G traction tires. I think that already comes with the vehicles on your 4x4s anyway. Also does require electronic locking differential on your single rear wheels and a limited slip rear axle on your dualies. So if you get this package, you might see the dealer asking you that you'll need to add one of those. So you might have to pick one of those. So just keep that in mind. This is going to give you the hill descent control. So it's going to really help out if you're off-roading, coming down that hill. This is going to help with that. It gives you half-mile increments that you can set that down as you're coming down the hill. Off-road specific tuned front and rear shocks. So again, off-road capable, allows you to go out in the field, off-roading, whatever you might need. Skid plates as well. It's going to cover the transfer case and the fuel tank. And then don't forget, you got to have the FX4 Off-Road decal as well on the side with the red FX on it as well. So that's all going to be included as part of this package. Again, available in all trim levels with the 4x4. Now let's talk about the Tremor Off-Road Package. And this year, it's a little less than last year. It's $4,450 this year, so $50 less. And is available on your XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum trim levels. Again, of course, does require 4x4. Now, something to note here at the launch is the late availability on the XLT and the Lariat, unless you order the Lariat Premium Package or Lariat Ultimate Package. So all XLTs, this will be a late availability. And Lariats, if you don't order those packages, it's going to be late availability for you as well. We don't know how late. Typically, that means job 2, but not always. Don't forget, this isn't available with the 8-foot box, not available with the dual rear wheel, not available with the rear stabilizer bar, and not available with the spare wheel and tire delete, and not available with that Torque Shift G automatic transmission. In fact, when you order this on a vehicle with a 7.3 liter gas engine, like you said, you're seeing there, it's going to automatically upgrade that transmission to the better transmission. So also this is available with the 6.7 high output Power Stroke diesel engine. Does require crew cab. And also, of course, you mentioned that transmission right there. But for this year, you can also get this with a 6.7 liter standard Power Stroke diesel engine. That's option 99T. That was not available last year. And I think they've done that so that more people can get this quicker because the 6.7 liter high outputs is it's a lower production rate. So that helps you out. So this is going to include your 430 electronic locking axle with your 7.3 liter gas engine. Also, it's going to give you the 355 electronic locking final drive ratio with the 6.7 liter diesel engine or the 6.7 high output diesel engine. Also gets you the 35-inch ultra off-road tire. That's an LT 285 75 R17. And it's going to give you the 18-inch black or ebony black machine and painted aluminum wheel. So real sharp looking wheel that comes with this. Also for your F250, greater than 10K GVWR package is going to be included in this as well. And the lane departure warning has been removed from this package. So there's your $50 savings. The unique front springs with the ride height increase. Also, so you're getting better springs on this. The rear electronic locking differential. The front limited slip differential in here. So again, totally off-road capable here. Performance front and rear shock absorbers as well. The off-road running boards. That's a textured matte finish like we see on an F-150 Raptor, right? I love those boards. Also does have the skid plates to cover the transfer case and fuel tank. You also get the unique front air dams. The approach angle is going to be improved on that. So it's going to be a shorter air dam up there. So that'll help with that. Water fording vent tubes for the transfer case and axle. You also do get rock crawl mode. You get trail control mode as well. And for this year, you're also getting a trail turn assist as well included. So that's going to be an upgrade for this year. So kind of you get an upgrade and it's less money. So that's cool. Tremor off-road decal on the side. And if you get this with the black appearance packets, that'll be in black. And then we do have the spare. Spare is going to be a conventional road wheel with an LT 285/75R 18E black sidewall spare tire. So there you go. Also, like it says down here, available with your power deployable running boards for certain trim levels. Now, keep in mind, it is not available with, as it says there, the Baja or the interior trims 6J or 6B. So that's the interior codes on that. So there you go. So I already mentioned that stuff earlier about what it's not available with. So there you go. That Tremor off-road package is a pretty cool little package, and is a little bit upgraded. It's got trail turn assist for this year. So if you need that, that's a nice upgrade. All right, now let's talk about a really popular package that a lot of people just feel like this should be standard on every vehicle. And this is standard on a few vehicles. This is $650 this year as well. And that is the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. You would want to order this if you want to add a gooseneck or fifth hitch. So add this, and then this does not include the hitch. So standard on F450s, but available on all Super Duties. So XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. It's available on those F250s and 350s, and not available with the bed mat. I think that probably lists it down here. Not available the drop-in bed liner, and not available, of course, with the pickup box delete. So this is going to include 5 pickup box bed attachment points with plugs. So that way you can attach a fifth wheel or a gooseneck. You see that gooseneck in the middle. One frame under bed cross member. So going to give you another cross member up there. And also it's going to include the wiring connectivity inside the bed. So it's going to be on the driver's side, back in the back. So that way you don't have to run that down under the bumper or anything. It's going to wire there on the side of the bed. And then it does say the tailgate delete cap kit as well in there. And that is shown in there. So it must have been a late change there. So there you go. So you just keep that in mind. And don't forget, this is compatible with your different hitch kits, right? So there you go. You can get the fifth wheel hitch kit or a gooseneck hitch kit, and that's compatible with those. So you definitely want to make sure you get this along with it. Now, this might slow down things because this isn't just a free demand option, which means that it is a little constrained. There's only so many that it can do, and because of that, might take your order a little bit longer to get scheduled. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the Ford Connectivity Package one-time purchase. They're considering this a package you can order. It's $745 for this package. So let's go over that Ford Connectivity Package. Of course, includes on the XL and the XLT that unlimited Wi-Fi hotspot. But on XLT Premium, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum also include the connected navigation, your audio video streaming, voice assistant, and entertainment. Now, if you like all that package there, I think it kind of incorporates the old premium, the connectivity package, along with navigation and along with the Wi-Fi hotspots, all into one package. You can get it for 7 years. Well, it says one-time purchase. It's saying unlimited, but it's a 7-year package. It's $745. So that's about just over $100 a year when you get that. So that's an option there. If you want to get that, you can add that to your vehicle. When you order it, you can add it, or the dealer can also put it on your vehicle at the time of delivery. So you can make that decision later if you're not comfortable with making that decision when you order a vehicle. All right, so let's talk about this F250 high capacity axle upgrade package. I'm not showing a cost, but because I believe this package is a no cost package in here, and this is optional on the I think it doesn't mention there. It says available on all F250 Super Duties. In here, it does say pretty much the same thing. So also does say in here that not available with the pickup box delete, as it mentions at the bottom here, and does require one of the diesel engines. So either the standard 6.7 liter 4-valve Power Stroke or the high output engine. So either one of those. And this in here is going to include your 11.6-inch axle upgrade. Also going to include that F250 greater than 10K GVWR package. And it's going to increase your GVWR up to 11,400 pounds and increases the GCW on your diesel engine as well. So again, this is something that some people might want to upgrade to and be able to upgrade that axle. So there you go. Okay, now we're going to talk about the snowplow prep package. It is $250 this year as well as last year, and really nothing's there actually is one thing that's been added to this package. So let's go through this. Available in all your 4x4 pickups, as it says there, requires 4x4, and not available down at the bottom. I'll tell you, not available with the Tremor off-road package, not available with the heavy service front suspension package, and not available with that heavy service package for the pickup box delete. So not available with those. So this package here is going to include the customer selected springs for the snowplow application. So just like you're seeing with that truck in the image there. Also does give you the 190 amp alternator with the 6.8 liter gas or the 7.3 liter gas engine. So either one of those two engines. Also gives you the 410 amp dual alternator with your diesel engines. So whether it be the 6.7 standard diesel or the high output, it's going to get you the 410 amp dual alternator. Also rapid heat supplemental heater for your diesel engine, your high output diesel engine, it says in there. Doesn't mention that's on the either one of those. Actually, it says on here rapid heat supplemental heater on the 6.7 Power Stroke diesel engine. Doesn't mention the high outputs. Also does get for this year, actually it's mentioned in there as well. I didn't see it in the order guide from last year. Tailgate delete cap kit as well. So you're going to get that too. And then optional, some options you have is you can also upgrade to this 250 amp alternator on your gas engines if you'd like to do that. So there you go. That snowplow prep package, great for those that need to have that snowplow put on their truck to help everybody out in the wintertime. Now let's talk about this camper package. It's $160 this year as well, and this package really hasn't changed from last year. It's the same as it was last year. So this is available. It says in here available on all dually Super Duties at the top there. So XL, XLT, Lariat, and King Ranch, and Platinum dualies. So and then also it mentions actually in here it's the XL, XLT, Lariats. And then also King Ranch dually and Platinum dualies. Is what it sounds like to me on that. So anyway, does say in here not available with the 20-inch wheels and tires, the pickup box delete, or the Tremor off-road package. So keep that in mind. This is going to give you the extra heavy service front springs on your two-wheel drives. It's going to go two upgrade above the spring computer selected according to the standard. And on the 4x4s, it'll take it up one on that as well. And then rear auxiliary springs as well, the rear stabilizer bar, and you get the slide in camper certification. And then you get the tailgate delete cap kit. I would have liked them on this image to show them actually putting the camper in the bed, because that's pretty much what this is for, is being able to put the slide in camper in there. But even with that, a lot of people want this upgrade because if they're towing as well and pulling, they want that upgrade in the rear auxiliary springs, right? Rear stabilizer bar. They would want that as well if they're pulling a camper like this too. So I get it. Anyway, there you go. Let's talk about the heavy service front suspension package. It's $125 this year as well, and is the same as it was last year, it looks like. Not available with the Tremor off-road package and not available on the snowplow package either. And is optional on all pickups. It doesn't say two-wheel drive or 4x4, so it should be available with either. And this in here is really trying to help out. So recommended for only on vehicles which will permanently utilize aftermarket equipment such as heavy-duty winches, brush guards, or other apparatus which loads the front axle to the specified gross axle weight rating. So just keep that in mind. That's a great way. It includes the heavy service front springs, one up for that, so to help with that ride height and everything, and because it'll weigh that front down, right? So that's a great package to add if you're in that situation. Now let's talk about this fixed 10,000 GVWR package. Now this is available in F250, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. Not available with the Tremor Off-Road Package, not available with the 6.7 high output diesel engine, and not available with the F250 high capacity axle upgrade package. So this is actually going to help keep that GVWR at 10,000 pounds for those higher vehicles that get all those extra features and everything that are included on that Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. It kind of keeps that down to that, giving you that basically a GVWR label at 10,000 pounds. Let's talk about this vehicle integration system 2.0. It's $400, and this is optional on all pickups. And we did see it listed under the fleet order options, but I believe it is available on a retail purchase as well. And it's recommended for box delete in trucks that will utilize an upfit aftermarket equipment because it really kind of allows you to be able to program different things into that screen. So it includes a programmable and connected vehicle integration system into your screen there, your infotainment, your center stack screen. So it's a pretty cool system that Ford came out with, I believe 23 model year when they came out with that, when it got redesigned. And it's a pretty cool little system that allows you to be able to connect those in and be able to control those on your center stack screen. All right, let's get into the standalone options now that we've covered those packages. And first, let's talk about the powertrain options here for you. Now, we talked about 7.3 liter is standard equipment. And so you can, with this, we talked about that G transmission, and that's on the F250s. That's a transmission you get unless you go with the Tremor package with the F250. That is the only way that you can get this other transmission on your F250s for the Platinum. Now, otherwise, you'll get that transmission on your F350s. So we talked about that earlier. So now an option for you is you can upgrade option up for the Power Stroke diesel engine. Also standard equipment on your 450s, but is available as an optional equipment for your F250s and in your F350s. And for this year, that is $10,995. It's $500 more this year. And then the high output diesel engine is now $13,495. So they're both $500 more. And that engine is available as well for you on your F250s and F350s and F450 if you want to upgrade that one as well. So there you go. All right. Now let's talk about gear ratios for a second. And I probably should just take this from my other one. So let's go through this because we did talk about the 7.3 liter. And so first of all, if we're going to talk about the F250 that gets this G transmission, because it will have different gear ratios. As you can see there, it's going to come standard with the 373 non-limited slip gear ratio, but you can option up for the electronic locking 373 or with the 430 electronic locking gear ratio. So those are options. You'll have to pay probably like $430 for those. So now let's talk about for the F250 and F350 with the 10-speed automatic. So that'd be your Tremor one. Actually, Tremor is going to get its own gear ratio there. But if you have this other transmission, then on the F250, that's going to come with the Tremor package. You will automatically get the 430 electronic locking gear ratio. But your F350 single rear wheel, where that is the standard transmission, it'll get the 373 electronic locking, or it'll come with, you can get the 430 electronic locking, which will come with the Tremor as well. So there you go. So that is the option for that. Now let's talk about on the F250 and F350 single rear wheel, the diesel engines. Doesn't matter which diesel engine you go with. So let's go ahead and select one of these. It's going to get you standard with a non-limited slip 331 gear ratio for those. So that's going to be standard with you. You can see that right here. But you can option up for a 331 electronic locking gear ratio or a 355, I believe. So let's try that 355 because that might make you pick a certain package. No, all you got to do is get the upgrade package for your axle. So, so that is the only thing there. So it allows you to get that. Now, so that's that. Now let's go to the F350 dual rear wheel, because there are some options here. So this is going to come standard with your 7.3 liter in the 373 limited slip gear ratio. And since I don't have F350 selected dually, it was not showing us that, but it'll come standard with that, with the option of going with the 430 limited slip gear ratio for that with your, so actually, yeah, so there you go. Now, also for your diesel engines, it's going to come standard with the 355 non-limited slip gear ratio, with the option of going to either the 355 limited slip or the 410 limited slip. So there's your options for that. So there you go. And again, your F450s will only be visible in the 430 limited slip gear ratio. So there you go. All right, now let's get into these exterior options here. And we are going to break these out into a couple different sections. We're going to talk about factory options first, exterior and then interior. And then we're going to talk about dealer installed options. And I'll let you know when we get to dealer installed options why we're selecting and having those come out separately. And we're not going to cover accessories that are done at the factory because for one, you can get most of those through Ford Accessories website. But two, this is already a long video. We've been going on way too long. So we're going to put those in, and we're going to do a separate Super Duty Saturday video and talk about accessories options. And we'll do that in a separate video down the road. So, all right. Now let's get into this. First of all, we do have the engine. Now these wheels here, these are all different packages, right? Your Platinum Plus wheel, your Tremor wheel, and then the standard Platinum wheel. All right, mirror options, running boards, no options there. So then we come down to these other options down here. And first of all, we do have the engine block heater that's available. It'll get you a grill cover as well. And that's option 41H. It's like $190 for that option. And it'll give you that plug in the grill, right? So anyway, it's not 190 right there. We also do have for this year, notice I did not mention a keypad entry on the door. But for this year, they did change it, because last year it was a dealer installed option. It was just a sticker that they stuck on the door. People hated that. So the Platinum Edition, as a standalone option, option 63B, you can add the keyless entry keypad hardwired driver's side in the B pillar. So that is great. They're going back to that, but you do have to add it as a standalone option. So if you want that, it's not going to be standard equipment. You got to make sure you add an option, and I don't know what it's going to cost. That is for the DIO one. That's going to be standard on the XL and XLT. So also the transmission power takeoff provision. That includes a transmission mounted live drive and stationary mode for the PTO. And so that is available. It does require the 44G transmission. So you would have to get that. So on the 7.3 liter, you would almost need the Tremor to get that on the 250. So just be aware of that. And that's $280 for that. Pro Power on board, that is actually, they have it in here as a interior option. 2 kilowatt, it's going to put you an outlet in the bed. It's $985. That is available. It's option 43K if you want that. Front license plate bracket, and states that require front license plate, it's a standalone. It's already included. If you want, like Kansas doesn't require it, it's a standalone option. Still no charge option, but as option 153. Make sure you put that on your order. If you're ordering from us from out of state that requires a front license plate, we would need to make sure we put that on your order. LED roof marker clearance lamps. Option number is 592 for your single rear wheel or your dualies. So you can get that. It's going to give you those cab lights. So, all right. We also do have the Tough Bed Spray and Bed Liner, option 85S. That is going to be done at the factory. So if you want that, it's like $500. Also, drop-in bed liner is considered an accessory. It's $350. Those are both still done at the factory, and in some cases it might hold up your build. So if you put that on your build and you're not getting scheduled, you might just be aware that might be something you need to take off. Now let's talk about some interior options. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this one, because even though it's in the exterior section, I have the order guide has it as an interior option. $1,500 for the power moonroof. That is available. It's option 63V. So that is an option for you. So it gives you that twin panel moonroof view. Pretty cool. And then we do have the max recline seats that allows that to recline back almost 180 degrees for you. And that is an option 90M for you. That'd be down here. There we go. It's $560 for that option. Floor mats, all weather. If you want that, you can order that. That's option 16T. It's saying it comes without the carpeted mats. So you can get that as an option. There it is right there, 130. You can also get carpet delete. It's option 166. Will be no charge for that, but you can take away your carpet if you want. And the diesel engines, you can also get rapid heat supplemental cab heater as well. It's $350. It's option 41A. And then if you want the upfitter switches, that's $230, and you can add that. It's going to take away your little sunglass bin up there. It's going to be located there. It's option 66S for that right there. And then for this year, won't be listed here, there is a Sirius XM with 360L 3-year plan. You can get option 52E. So you can get Sirius XM for 3 years included from the factory that way. That's cool. So you don't have to worry about signing up with Sirius and everything for that. So after 3 years, you're probably going to have to sign up with Sirius anyway. So, all right, now let's talk about the dealer installed option. The reason I'm separating these out is because these are options that are not done at the factory. If you select them, the part is going to be sent from their accessory or Ford accessories. It's going to be shipped to the dealer, and the dealership will install them. So here's how that works. Once your vehicle is built, they let the Ford accessories know that you had this option. They'll find it and send it. And sometimes it gets to the dealer before the vehicle gets there, and sometimes it gets there after. And this is just telling you the truth here. We've had a lot of vehicles that couldn't be delivered to them yet because a dealer installed option was not here yet. So that's why I want to kind of make sure everybody knows what these are so that you know that. And there are a couple that are new for this year, which is kind of cool. Bed hooks retractable by Bull Accessories. There you get 2 of those, and that is a dealer installed option. Let me see if I could find those. There it is. Those are going to go in the back. You'll get 1 for each side of the bed, and that's going to go in there. So you can get that on there. And so that's not available with the retractable bed cover, by the way, which is an accessory that's done at the factory, which we're not going to cover today. The battery jump box jump start system GB70 by NOCO with a case, not available with the diesel engines. Again, that's new for this year. I would just get that through Ford Accessories. I wouldn't put it on your build. Then Real Truck Advantage has signed up evidently with Ford because they do have 2 bed covers that are new for this year. And this first one is not available with the pivot bed storage case or the drop-in liner, and that is the hard rolling truck bed cover by Real Truck Advantage. So you have 2 different options, it looks like, for that. So the other is an accessory. Again, we're not going to cover right now. And then we do have the Sport Roll Soft Roll-Up Truck Bed Cover by Real Truck Advantage. So there's a couple different options for you there. And both of those are new for this year. Windshield Sunshade by Covercraft. I think that's just a glare strip that goes at the top of the windshield. Any dealer that does window tint could probably do that for you already, and I'd probably option for that. But if not, there you go. There's an option. The dealer would probably put that on your vehicle. The Super Duty Toolkit, that's new for this year for all trade. Don't know what it includes or what it looks like, but that is an option. And again, a dealer installed option. Illuminated front emblem. So F-150 is getting very popular. They'll replace this emblem with an illuminated one. Basically means that when you turn your lights on, it'll light up that logo there. Pretty cool. A lot of people like that. Those have been coming in about the time the vehicles come in. They haven't been too delayed, but there you go. Now, that is, again, new for this year. Now, the rest of these are not new for this year. We do have this side window deflector kit. Smoke, you can see that 160 that goes on these windows right here. So that's available. And then we do have 2 different pivot bed storage case, left hand and right hand, right here. You see what those look like. So they're going to be mounted in the back side of the bed. So when tailgate down, you can just swing that out and get your tools out of it and then swing it back in, lock it into place. So those are not available with the drop-in bed liner if you order that from your accessories. And then these next 2, I just encourage you to just get through Ford Accessories, and that is the first aid kit and the roadside assistance kit. Great things, but just get them through Ford Accessories. They're very available through there, and you can get them at the same price. You're just paying for shipping. And that way you don't worry about them not showing up here. The Warren winch, let's go back to exterior features. This is a dealer installed option. The dealer will install that on your vehicle. So $4,200, it gets you the 70 foot of high tensile strength abrasion resistant synthetic line in the remote controls. Now is available on the Platinum. This saying here on the Platinum, it's available on the F250s and F350 single reel and dualies, not available on 450s. And on here, it says that not 450s. Now, on your F350 dualies, it's not available with the 410 final drive. And it says something in here about high output power stroke diesel engine not available. But up here, and I think that's just on the F350 dualies, because it isn't mentioning up here as being available as long as you have the dual alternator. On the F250s will require that you get the greater than 10K GVWR package. So just so you're aware of that. And then you already get the dual battery as standard equipment. So there you go. Now, something else I want to talk about is the spare tire lock. So it's in here somewhere, spare tire lock. Did I just pass it? I think I did. Nope. Okay, spare tire lock, like we mentioned, does not come with that. So if you want that, it's $80 for that, and that'll lock it up so people can't lower your tires down if they have the right instruments. Also, you do have the wheel locks, so $85. Since you're getting 20-inch wheels, that is something you can get. It replaces one of the lugs with those locking ones, so that's also available too. And lastly, I want to talk about is this combination that you have here with these different things that work with your 360-degree camera. So let's talk about those. So the first one I want to talk about is the one that includes all of these features. So for $1,700, you have the camera that you can put on your trailer and the tire pressure monitoring system for your trailer. Get you 4 sensors and your blind spot information for your fifth wheel and gooseneck. The one we talked about earlier that's included with trailer coverage is for conventional towing. This is for gooseneck or fifth wheel, and that would need this. So that package there. Now there's different options. So let's say you want the bliss for your gooseneck and hitch, and you just want the trailer monitoring or the tire pressure monitoring system. It's $1,330 for that. Or if you want the camera in the trailer TPMS, but not the bliss, then it's $980. Or if you want just the tire pressure monitoring system for your trailer, then it's $580. Or you just want the camera, it's $480. So there's some options for you on that. So we don't have just the bliss as a standalone option, I don't believe. So there you go. Those are some of those options right there. So again, so there's our options, and we didn't cover accessories. That's the only thing we didn't cover is those accessories. We'll do that in a separate video on a Built Wild or a Super Duty Saturday, in the near future. So be looking for that. We do those not every Saturday, but most Saturdays. So the next Super Duty Saturday video that I do, we'll do that, and that won't be this week. It'll probably be the next week because I'm on vacation as you watch this video. So anyway, so there you go. Hopefully this did help you out. Again, the order banks are open up right now to be able to order this at your local dealer. Don't forget, if you want to order with us, YouTube special, invoice pricing, $1,000 off if you finance with us. And don't forget we will probably ask for a deposit on that. And that is just because if that gets built, it's going to be built to your configuration. And so we do ask that you commit to that. Now, one thing to do is if you do order this, but you go ahead and cancel before it gets scheduled for production date, we will give you your deposit back. That is one situation where we'll give it back to you. So, and we are a dealer that gets a lot of allocations. #1 Super Duty dealer in the state of Kansas, top 100 Super Duty dealer in the country. And we don't have an issue with getting people scheduled for production dates. So we get them scheduled pretty quickly, even your F450s. So I can tell you that. So, but there's some great local dealers that can get yours scheduled as well. Look at their lots. I like to just, came to this realization this week is that if they carry a lot of Super Duties on their lot, then they probably get a lot of allocations. It's pretty simple. So if you don't see a lot of Super Duties on their lot, they may not get a lot of allocations. So for Super Duty. So that is a great way of looking at that, because with less allocations, it's going to be harder for yours to get scheduled. So that's just how that works. So anyway, all right. That's all I have for this week. Hopefully you liked it. Smash the like button. Don't forget, make sure you subscribe to the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos, especially that accessory video we're going to be doing on Super Duty Saturdays, as well as our other videos on Saturdays. Tuesday, we do a live stream. We do a scheduling video. So if you do order a vehicle, you want to stay updated if chances of yours getting scheduled, that's a video we do on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. usually Central Time. So check that out. So you'll want to make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that as well. And notification bell. Don't forget to turn that on too. So, all right, that's all I have. Thanks for watching these videos. Until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.